unbreakable, a people's person, and a future billionaire. This is The Hustler's Corner with Sbusiso Liope, well known to you and I as DJ Smooth.
Ngesizulu sithi indlela ibuza kwabaphambili. But it's always nice to also understand that you out there, you're not alone in this journey of entrepreneurship. It can get lonely sometimes, it does get a bit difficult. That's why we do all these different interviews, so you can get to hear what other entrepreneurs are going through. So out there, wherever you are, you get to be inspired to go out there and still believe that you can do your thing. Hello guys, welcome to the Hustler's Corner. Big homie Smuda out here at the Durban Business Fair. Now this is a series where we're interviewing all sorts of different entrepreneurs from Durban, from around KZN, that are doing incredible work. So sicela kakhulu umsebenzi omuhle owenziwa osomabhizinisi bala eKZN and noMzansi Africa jikelele. Actually, let me just talk about the entire continent. All right, let me go straight to the business profile right here that I have. And ladies and gentlemen, I like it when I'm surrounded with people who are my tribe, right? My tribe meaning abantu abenza umsebenzi onjengowami.
This is The Hustler's Corner with DJ Smooth, a special edition from the 2021 Durban Business Fair.
All right, so let's get into it. HD Network is the name of the company that is owned or founded by this person. It is a Durban-based company registered in 2014, produces films, manages events, and entertainers as well. They use both film and music in content creation. They provide services from independent filmmakers, scriptwriting, producing, directing. They're basically in the media industry. They are amazing. They are based in the KZN. They were funded in the development and production by the KZN EDTEA, KZN Film Commission, which was selected for Durban Film Mart in 2021, earlier this year. And they received a Trade Studios Award for distribution. And they are currently developing 2 new feature films, Ibuya, The Returnee, a 90-minute drama that is funded for development by KZN Film Commission, and Love Chase, which is a 90-minute romantic comedy funded by the development of the Durban Film Office. Their company is managed by producer, writer, director, which is Happiness Mpase, and I'm quite excited and honored to be sitting by her. Sabona kunjani sis wami?
Ngiyaphila.
Kuphila thina. Welcome to the Hustler's Corner.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu.
Silana because ijourney as also my business or noma mhlamba abantu abazenzelayo, abantu abamnyama abazenzelayo. It's not an easy one.
It's not.
So it's always nice when we see each other and we share the different stories. Ukukhuthaza nabanye who are out there, you know? Please just share with us the story of how you guys got into starting your own thing.
Ngangine-journal, ngisayi-teenager, engangibhala kuyona ama-stories, which gave me room to be free and write things that I wouldn't actually utter. I come from that generation ekuthi fanele ngiwabala amagama ami mangikhuluma nomuntu omdala. So ke ukubhala i-journal kwakungisiza ngokuthi it was an outlet for me. So ngangingazi ukuthi mhlambe kumina ngaphakathi kwakune-writer. I just needed i-support. Njengoba ngisebenza kulesi space, ngiqale ngasebenza nabanye abantu, ngisebenza kuma-project abantu, sihambe siyoshutha, singakhokhelwa, yabo ngithi ngifuna i-experience. And mhlawumbe uthola ukuthi umuntu angibize, athi ikhona into engiyihlanganisayo la ngiyashutha, woza, asibambisane, uma imovie isilayisensiwe, ngiyobona, ihambe imovie, license imovie, angasangiboni.
That's the story of our game, and guys, that's how we all start. They call it paying your dues, right?
Yes.
Bataling is school fees, and don't shy away from bataling school fees. And maybe you feel when you are used, when I want to use to cow fees to thank you. Go right ahead. Maybe that's what you're trying to say.
Yes. I-business yami ngiregister ngo-2014. Hayi ngaqhubeka ngilokhu ngibamba amatoho, yabo kwabanye abantu abenza ama-production. Ngasebenzela i-production company, ngaba i-production manager, but angiqalanga obviously lapho ngoba ngaqala as a coordinator. So right now sengisebenza as a producer, I'm a writer, I'm a director, but directing nayo, I shied away from it for the most part of my journey. I was like, no, I don't want to direct. But le movie engiyenze with KZN Film Commission abayifande ngo-2020, I directed it. And I think because of the journey that I've taken and the experience and obviously going through what I call a school of hard knocks, we understand as a business person, you just need to go through that. And nothing makes up for your experience. Yabo, if no one gives you a chance to actually come on set and work on set and experience it from that angle, noma ngabe une theory engakanani, maybe for those who are lucky to actually go to film school, ngenhleli ngisho ngithi mina, the moment you start film school, also start working in projects, because akekho uproducer othatha umuntu oqhamuke emgwaqeni. Uproducer ofuna ukusebenza nomuntu ukuthi they've been on set, they've been exposed, and they understand how we work. Yabo, ngoba you can't be running on set and teaching someone something. Yabo, so those projects, those little projects, wona lama projects ukuthi ngizokubona ayakhulisa.
A lot of people battle between the creative side and the business side, and to mix the two to be able to feed yourself. And I know I come from the entertainment industry, but experience. It's good in the beginning, now saqala, but then how do you balance the two to say, I've got enough exposure now, because exposure. I've got enough experience, you know? Now it's got to because ultimately the lights have to be on, and the lights are on only when you're making money.
Yes.
How do you bridge the two for you to become a business-orientated creative?
You know when you actually well-versed in a
something,
subject.
yes,
You understand?
yes.
You know when you
You can even
well-versed.
feel your confidence
Yes,
when you know your
yes.
knowledge.
And it's psychological. You understand? So ngangingenaso isibindi sokucela imali ngoba vele nolwazi lwami yabo uyayibona lento leyo ukuthi ngangihamba ngiyathela amaqanda ukuthi hey yazi mhlambe bazongibona ukuthi yabo khona engingakwazi nani. But once you have the knowledge and you have the skill set, you're confident enough, and also you reach a stage where you're not desperate for ukuthi hey ngoba manje ngibizo DJ Sbu ithi ngihambe noma ngingayizwa kahle indaba yemali. You understand? Because you realize ukuthi ngesikhathi ugijima nalento ongekho sho noma imali zoyithola noma ngokuyithola ilesikhathi ngabe invest in yourself in terms of now what am I going to do next that's going to bring me money.
That is such an incredible testament. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Happiness Mpase. She runs her own business. She's a creative, and we are at the Durban Business Fair. And we appreciate you guys plugging in, because we're just sharing all these different stories to encourage this language, the entrepreneurship is becoming louder and louder every year.
Yes.
COVID-19 came, it disturbed a lot of businesses. It disrupted how we do things. And I'd like to have that conversation around you as well, how your business was before, during, and manje, and the future of how you look at your business as opposed to how it was before.
The good thing about, I think, 2020, at the beginning of 2020, an old friend just rocked up, but I want to shoot a movie for a channel, uzongisiza as a production manager. So because of, I have grown a name for myself as someone who's really good with the production management. Yabo. So Wangfonela, it was a blessing for me, because that's the money that carried me through COVID. Yabo. Just that window of opportunity, because I shoot in February, in movies with channel go March. Yabo. So that money kind of like came in at the right time. Ngahamba ngayenza, now COVID-19 is valela. We couldn't go to shoot. We couldn't, because the rules as we know them had changed. But the good thing is, I had grown, I had actually invested more in writing. So I was already collaborating with a friend. There's a business partner of mine, so I collaborated with her, and we were writing stories. So during the COVID time, Google and I were communicating the phone, working on story. We would sit on the phone from 8 in the morning until 4 p.m. talking about story, getting into the story, what's going to work for this story, senze njani, imaphi ama-characters, ubona bani, kwenzakalani, you understand? We were working on that story, leso story leso, sasi-developer over the phone, sikhuluma ngefoni as many times as we could, no Google, and then we applied for e-funding, because e-funding then moved to being digital, you understand? So submit via email for the funding, and then we received the funding for the story. So it was COVID time, but we did not focus on the bad and the ugly of the COVID, and realized this is an opportunity for us. And this is another thing, ukubalansa kumina i-writing ne-producing, because i-producing, ifuna ukuthi ngiphume ngiyokhuluma no-DJ Sbu, but i-writing, I have to sit alone in my own space, or I have to sit with my co-writer, and we dig deep into the story. Yabo. So COVID-19 was a blessing for me, it gave me more time to write. And because I had started the journey before COVID ivala yonke, it was good for me, because then I had something to work with during the COVID time, because we were working on story, we site developers, I package, I apply for funding, and we received funding, and we started writing. So we are still writing, yabo. So we look at also, people have been saying 4th IR revolution, 4th IR, and it didn't make sense. But now you realize that even Ugokwami has to understand how the internet works.
when I hear Mrs. Happiness akhuluma story sakhe, I can also relate. But I can also imagine those younger guys that are out there that are still auditioning or that are also finding themselves in a space where how do I turn this creative side of me, talenting into a business. For a lot of people out there. So it always does help to sort of hear how other people have done it or how are they doing it. Just to be violent, what are some of your last words to our young budding entrepreneurs out there?
Never give up. Don't listen to people who tell you that you can't make it because you don't have the right background, you don't have the right level of education. Your family is known for being unfortunate. You can do it. Thank you.
Happiness Mpase from HD Network. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Hustlers Corner. The last thing I'm going to ask you to say is, same camera, don't connect. Hi, Kamalamigo, such and such, founder of such whatever company. And I have just been hustled.
I am Happiness Mpase, the founder of HD Network, a Durban-based film production company. I've been hustled on the Hustlers Corner by DJ Smooth.
How cool is this one?
Thank you.
Who are some of the people that you think you'd like to see on the show? And the reason why we are at Durban Business Fair this season, well, for this year, is we're speaking to local entrepreneurs that come from KZN. I want to go everywhere. I want you guys to recommend those business people, that local business person that you think is incredible. Would like for you guys to share all that information and let us know. Guys, this has been the Hustlers Corner. Durban business people doing the most. What are you doing in your hood? Who do you think we should interview? Or when are you starting? Because a lot of you guys are busy postponing and overthinking things. Agagissing yourselves. Start now.
This is the Hustlers Corner with DJ Smooth, a special edition from the 2021 Durban Business Fair.